All right, so we're at Rega. And what town are we in here?
Southend-on-Sea.
Southend-on-Sea. We have towns like that in New York too, Southend-on-Sea. No, we don't. Nothing really like that. All right, so this is where the administrative part of it, which most of you are not interested in, because they're interested in it because that's how they manage to have a company that stays in business. They have people like this that watch the money side of things.
Oh, Terry's here.
And?
Is that Terry? Maybe he's coming to see you, Michael. Maybe you are on it.
That's Terry over there?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Terry.
Resident genius. That's the electronic genius, and this is Roy Gandy. He started the company.
Right.
He's famous. Okay.
And here's our token American who we met last.
That's right. He's the token American. He's busy at work, reading the emails. Okay, we're going to move on from here because this is not what most people are interested in. But I want to show them. I just want to show them. This is a wall of.
This was the $40,000 turntable here. That's the auction.
Oh, that's right. There was an auction of a turntable.
Yeah, and it sold for $40,000.
$40,000, and this is for a charity.
Yeah, it was for the red charity.
Yeah. All right, and then this is the Queen.
Yeah, we had a collaboration with Queen to help their boxed set.
The box set. And hopefully the turntable is better than the sound of the box set. I didn't say that.
Yeah, good.
Okay, and then this is an RP6, and some of my readers want to know when there's going to be a planar 6. Is that in the works?
Everything's in the works.
So this is the RP10. This is the top of the line one, which I haven't gotten to review yet. I really want to.
Oh god. What's the latest feature?
At any rate, this is a bunch of turntables. This is the one that was auctioned off. This is the same model right here for this charity. Okay, and this is a cartoonist who had a turntable made for him and his book, his vinyl adventures. And what's going on over here? It's just design things?
Yeah. This would be... I know what this is. It's a company who's telling us they can make this bearing, which is the RP8, RP10 bearing, and they're telling us they could have a go at making it better than we're currently doing it. Using a different process. We use a process which is a burnishing reamer, which we supply. They're saying they can do it better by honing it. And we say, okay, prove it to us.
There you go.
And I think this is what's going on here. And these are the readouts of dimension. We're looking in microns, okay?
Yeah. These are areas that people don't really realize goes on in all of this. They think, okay, that you make the RP80 or maybe the RP10, that's it. It's designed, it's built, and you just make it. They don't see
every part. This is why you can look at anything, because every part is under review.
Yeah.
Nothing can be perfect.
Yeah.
There's no such thing, and we're just always trying to make that a little bit better.
As long as something's in production.
In the past, it was us frustrated, telling people it could be. Now they're coming to us and saying we can do it. It's just amazing. It's just wonderful. We've got 20, 30, 40, 50 suppliers saying, can we work with you? Why?
And it's part of this whole vinyl thing, and also the company.
I think so. We're bigger, there's the I hate being big, but there are advantages.
Of course.
We had a German company who, again, I told Phil, forget it, Phil, don't waste time. They wanted to make plastic bearings. And I said, no way. And they spent 18 months. This is a company that has €500 million turnover in Germany.
Wow.
They're the world's biggest manufacturer of plastic bearings for things like photocopiers, and they also make these chain systems for cabling on robots.
Right.
And they said, we can make you a plastic bearing you can put in your arms. And I said no. Phil followed with their sales and the engineer is English again.
Yeah.
You get this happening all over.
Yeah.
He and the salesperson kept pushing it. Samples and no, this is wrong, that's wrong. And they achieved it in the end, and we're using them on our RP1, Planner 1, Planner 2.
So they're less expensive, so you can...
the tolerance spread is much higher, so we could never compress the bearings on our lower cost arms because it just took too much time. Now we can, although it's compression in plastic, not steel. So it's a compromise again, but it's a better compromise than we had before.
Right. So the performance is better.
Performance is better,
And the
cost
price-
is lower,
Cost is lower, and
the speed of assembly is quicker. Everyone wins.
that's great.
And that was them doing something for us
Right.
that we said don't do, it's impossible.
Right.
And they said just give us a chance, Guess what? Now that the technology they put into that has opened up hot fields, they haven't earned anything from us at all, other than realising an opportunity.
For them.
Yeah, for them. But now they can do all sorts of other things at much higher accuracy levels in plastics.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So
Let's go with one.
this is actually a power supply for the Naiad.
And the Naiad is what? What is the
Naiad is the test bed turntable that we started on about 9 years ago
Did you want
I don't know.
to evaluate cost no object in the turntable.
I see.
I noticed before you dropped the part in.
Ashton did was look at how to measure speed, accuracy on the turntable, and it was his final year degree project. And it's this. This is a laser imprinted disc. And it picks up the lasers and compares it, and we're including this as an option in the Naiad, so you can adjust the speed in any way you want. But Ashton will show you more about this later on if you like.
Okay, sure we'd like.
He's also doing a strain gauge for measuring stylus pressure. Problem is, it ended up too accurate.
Too accurate?
Well, we've got 2 places of decimals. It actually works to 3 places. The gauge is part of a Formula 1 telemetry unit. There.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. It's only really doing that already.
And it's too accurate. So if you're trying to measure cartridge downforce, the last 2 figures are moving continuously. It's measuring seismic vibration. So he's having to damp that.
Otherwise,
Practical use.
yes, people
But we found there's another use of this as a piece of measuring equipment. We can measure how the bit we were talking about before, seismic vibration on a turntable, and we can use it to see the level.
That speed adjust.
And so you're going to make this as a product. It'll be a stylus pressure gauge that you'll sell.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Nothing special, but it won't break. It'll be reliable and accurate.
and what is that going to cost? Do we know yet?
£150, something like that.
Oh, that's pretty good. I'll buy one.
We can't do a cheap one.
No, why? There's a lot of those. You might
And
as well
they
do-
break.
Yeah.
They work fine. They're accurate for a week or 2 or 3.
And you put the stylus down right on that?
Yeah, just put the stylus on there and it gives a readout.
Yeah, it is.
Great.
Again, when
just thinking.
later on when Ashton's
There
a
is
bit
one.
more
I think
calm,
Phil had it with
we can
nice.
show you it all
Sure.
working.
Okay.
That's from Philippines. It's chocolate.
Oh. Will you break it out and eat it at some point?
Could.
You could.
It's a chocolate.
Okay, here we go.
Here is what the accountants have criticised us for 40 years. We carry stock. It's the equivalent of 6 months of our turnover in value,
Wow.
which is the complete opposite of just in time.
Right, just get it and you get it out. Yeah.
We decide where's the best place to put your profit. That's in infrastructure, investment and stock.
And these are plinths.
These would probably be rejects, I would imagine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But we think the best thing we can do for our distributors is deliver.
Yeah, when they want it.
And if you run out, you can't deliver. One part of a million, and you can't deliver. So we try. That was Alice. And go start doing this one for options.
And these are things coming. These are parts coming in or things going out.
These are parts coming in. Things going out used to happen from here, and we don't have any room. We can't store them, so they had to go out within a day or 2. Now we've just taken on another 10,000 square foot factory opposite, which is like a storage
A
area.
repository.
80% of our stuff is exported.
Wow.
Yeah, it always has been. It might change plus or minus 2 or 3% each month, but most of our work is export. This guy is the supervisor for that speaker department.
Oh, okay.
But he's
Everybody pitches in.
See everybody working. Yeah. And I forget he works in the inspection department. It's not anything to do with warehouse.
When he's working in the warehouse.
That's what I love about walking. People are in different areas always. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so and now
It's the fourth bridge. We have constant renovation, painting,
and green paint. Always with green paint.
I think I need to describe you as the fourth bridge.
Well, thank you very much. I'll take that.
All right. So now.
Hello.
I was here 20 years ago in this, and it was not like this at all.
No, it's changes every 2 years.
Yeah. All right, so this section, how are we going to do this? I will.
Okay, here, let's just walk where we are. We build skill, and we don't think, we believe that speeds things up. Okay, we will use a robot if it's necessary, if it helps. We invest in equipment, but we find people's senses and feel and touch and sight outstrip any form of
That's good.
robotics.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And if you use it is used, it's commercial. If you do it properly, it's actually financially a benefit. Plus, you get wonderfully happy people.
Right, which is always good. Yeah. Everybody working here seems really up to the task and happy. So let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, turntables are split into 3 areas because the assembly has to be appropriate for the cost.
Right.
And this is high end. We're making maybe 100 a month here in total. Usually just 2 people.
Can you just get a little under here? Right under here. So where are these cut out?
Everything at a subcontract. So we've got 4 at the moment. And we're always experimenting. At the moment we're experimenting with different laminations and companies. We've got a very exciting new one coming up in Ashton. Just making this took 2 years of development. And the only problem is the glue. This material, this foam, is a plastic that's non-gluable, so we had to find a glue that would work with the rigidity, and that has to be put on by hand with a roller.
Oh wow!
It can't be sprayed or used
And
as a
it would last over time.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he's doing what now? What was?
Well, it looks like it's gluing in little inserts.
I see. And this has all got to be done by hand.
Yeah.
We don't want to spook them. So let's.
I don't think very few do. There's one lady who doesn't like being photographed, so she'll spook. But you can watch her. Right?
Okay.
Most people love it.
Yeah, of course. So this is a stack of RP8s here. In different states of assembly.
Well, the biggest problem with any form of manufacture and with any form of design is tolerances.
Yeah.
You can't make anything perfectly. Everything has a plus or a minus.
Sure.
What we try and do on the plinth, and one of many things, is to not build in any form of stresses. So that any part of this plinth, if you've got a bolt going through it, it mustn't compress.
Right.
Okay. So in this case, because the manufacturing of this foam has a tolerance which is quite big, it's difficult to cut foam to an accuracy of, well, we're working in inches, aren't we? Let's say 5,000th of an inch.
Right.
we have to measure every one and then hand select the parts that are glued in and fitted in. So here we are, we've got 21 millimeters, 20 millimeters, 21. And each one will have selected parts that are hand fitted.
And you have to manufacture those parts to the different.
Yep, they'll be manufactured in a spread.
Wow.
Tomorrow we might have 19.5, 20.
Right. Yep.
Sometimes the manufacturing batch will come out within a certain band. And this is quite big tolerances. We're talking about 0.5 millimeter.
Yeah. Sure, that's a lot.
Quite a lot.
Yeah. But that's because the foam can't be.
That's the foam. So.
One there, 20.8 for tomorrow.
Ah, okay.
And do they make a 20.8 pillar?
We get a manufacturer downstairs, get them slightly shimmed down to fit in there.
Wow.
So we will get those slightly longer, and then actually in our own engineering shop we'll look into how they're coming out in production. So the guys up here will be saying, we've got a batch of this today, can you make us some of those?
I don't think most people even think anything like that exists in the world.
Okay. It's normal.
Normal for you, yeah. Okay.
I'll slow down a bit because I've done a complete full rewire on
it. Here we have our expansion in arms has been astronomical at the moment. So this is a transitory department where we're making a sub-assembly of the arms. It's being over. We've got this is actually moving coil cartridges and high coil. There's coil winding over there, moving coil cartridges over there. But there's a transitionary department in a corridor. This is really a corridor. Yeah.
These are which arm is this?
This is the arm for the Planner 2.
Okay, and he's putting together counterweights.
Julie's our overall production crew.
Hello. You want? No more time.
All hugs, I like that. Okay, this gentleman's putting the bearings in and assembling. You can see it's all hand. There's a bunch that are made.
Can we come over? Is it you?
Yeah, sure. Let me. I'll set up.
Okay.
And even though this is a less expensive arm, it's all this is done by hand.
Yeah. Just one little reason that people can't modify arms, they don't know, there's this little tiny rubber separator that keeps the wires free from the metal parts.
Yeah.
When they take the wiring out, they don't even know it's there and it gets lost. Sometimes jams in the bearings.
Nice. Well, everybody's an expert,
Tom's a qualified psychologist, was out into the world, practicing and hated it.
Certainly not.
At the moment, he's finding
Greater satisfaction.
some sort of satisfaction.
Absolutely.
And you have a turntable at home and you play records?
Unfortunately not, no. I wish. I really wish I did.
And why not?
I just haven't gotten around to buying one
Okay, well,
for myself yet. The suit, definitely suit.
Well, I'm sure some of the people that will.
Brother could sort that for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he knows somebody in the business.
Yeah. Really? I would very happily look after that. Oh wow. He's down this weekend actually.
This is something that will completely blow your mind because it is mind-blowing. This area is moving well. a moving coil across that big?
Not, it's only in a giant arm. Okay, so here we're winding coils.
How's it going, Claire?
It's not
Got it
doing
under control?
too bad. I had a really good week last week. Got quite a few.
So it's quite new to the department, so
About 4 weeks I've been here now.
Wow.
So, yep, just getting used to it. Dropping my blue one.
And how long does it take you to acquire the skills to be able to do what you're doing?
Well, I got a little bit of an advantage because I come from the Cartridge department downstairs.
Oh.
So I've had a little bit of experience with wires. This wire here is a lot thinner than the one in Cartridge,
Yeah.
which is a lot fiddlier, and it does seem to snap more often than the one downstairs. So, it's all fiddly. It's a good thing with these cameras now. I'm never used to have these.
Yes, I
the
definitely.
wire is 18 microns in diameter. Human hair is like 30.
Wow.
It's not a magic trick.
Yeah,
You see it?
Yeah,
it's actually there.
I can see it.
That reel is $1,500.
Wow. How many cartridges can you wind with that?
We've never finished a reel, as far as I'm aware.
The shelf life goes off before we
Yeah.
reach, or before we use it all.
What do you mean the shelf life goes up?
It has a coating, or two coatings, 18 microns, but then it has 2 coatings of 1 micron each on the wire, and that coating has a shelf life.
Oh.
Which means it starts getting stiff. You can wind it, but after about 2 years, it will start to break up and crack and everything. So, lots of things have shelf life. Glues, sometimes only a week.
Once it's wound, it's good forever, though.
Once it's wound, it's good.
Yeah.
Forever, yeah. And you know the image of people that can do this are 80-year-old Japanese.
Yeah.
This is the best guy in the world.
And you're 85 and you're Japanese?
Yeah.
No? Not Japanese? No, you're not Japanese.
Close enough.
You can actually speak Japanese.
Well, I think if you wind coils long enough, all of a sudden the Japanese language becomes part of your... How many of these can you do a day?
Just winding.
Yeah.
They take me about 20 to 30 minutes each. Yeah. So that's 8 hours in a day, double that, it's 14.
And if you're going slow on a certain day, does someone come along and say, speed it up, come on, quicker?
That is, nobody would say that.
No.
Yeah.
That's very fast.
Yeah.
When we started, it used to take half a day. One person would take half a day to wind a coil.
Wow.
And that was 3-4 years of making a fetus.
Wow.
So we spend half a day winding the coil and then the rest of the day putting the cartridge together.
And what is the former of that coil? Is it non-ferrous?
It's iron.
It is a ferrous,
pure iron.
so you get a decent output then.
But again, we're researching that. We're looking at all sorts of new metals and formalisers.
Yeah, of course. Okay. And I judge my attention span as being the general
I
basic.
think something relatively unique. I'm sure maybe other people are catching on, but the concept of using these HD screens.
Yeah, it makes
The moving coil.
Yeah.
Also, all moving coil manufacture up until now relies on tweaking because the accuracy that's required is so incredibly high that you can't machine.
Right.
Now you can. So we now machine all our parts, everything goes together, and there's no tweaking on the cartridge. Watch the coil happening now.
And you buy the stylus cantilever assemblies.
From 2-3 different other companies.
Yeah.
That's again constant work, rejecting,
Yeah.
negotiating.
Yeah. Okay. It's good.
It's put together and just checked. No tweaking, no moving, no.
Right. So you're just making sure that it.
So it's all diamond stitch straight there. And right down the middle. The 75 degree, 72 degree angle, sorry. Sign once the shot, you can see that the generator here is not quite flush to the magnet here.
Yeah. So you have to.
So when it's actually on the record and playing,
Oh yeah, you can. Sure, it's gonna.
you do when it's on there, it presents itself flush to the magnet like that.
That would be the normal tracking pressure.
Right. Which is why it's critical when you set up a cartridge to follow the manufacturer's recommended tracking floors, because it's designed to fit within those tolerances. When people say, well, whatever the manufacturer says it should be, if you increase it by 2 grams, it will sound better. That's wrong stuff. Yeah.
You get a huge increase in cross torque if you do that.
Yeah, and you're not in the best part of the gap. You're not.
The biggest problem was putting this graticule on this piece of software.
Really?
It doesn't come with that. We had to superimpose that.
Yeah, that's all. It's like a touch screen on there, but
There were a lot of clever computer guys
that's
scratching
around.
Oh, wow, that's great.
It's where I need it to be.
Yeah. It's a long stylus.
Yeah, that helps with dust. It's another compromise. It's adding mass, but it helps with dust collecting and stylus.
Yeah. And that's what is that? That's an aluminum cantilever?
This is a tapered aluminium one.
Yeah.
We use aluminium at the moment. Aluminium and boron.
Boron. Yeah. And which cartridge is this? This is the.
It's the Fiat 2.
That's it. Great. Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.